There's a lot of legends out there and things that people think are real and report on and quite frequently see. They think they see things out in the woods when they're alone and have like 10 beers with them. And it's the chupacabra, it's Bigfoot, it's the hairy snow monster. People think they see all kinds of things out there. You're out in the woods alone, you kind of think you're seeing shit. This guy, his name is Rick Dyer, and if you don't know that name, you're going to become familiar with it tonight. He claimed a while back, about 2 years ago or so, that he found and killed a Bigfoot, then sent out some body parts or whatever to be tested, and it turns out it was a hoax, because it turned out that it was a body rubber suit of a gorilla or monkey or whatever it was. Now he's at it again, and he thinks he's claiming he's got a Bigfoot. Now, I was going through the stories here, and what was funny is that he's made it this big, elaborate dealie here, is that the reason why he didn't come out with it the first time is because of legal issues. I'm like, what legal issues is he talking about? Maybe he's gonna get a series on this, hunting and shooting Bigfoot in the face with a bazooka. I don't know what he's gonna call it, and and he claims he's got Bigfoot now, but he's sent out some samples for tests. But the thing is also, he had it stuffed and mounted, so any DNA samples that you could have gotten from this are fucking gone, because the process is, once you taxidermy an animal, you don't get a good DNA sample off it. It's almost impossible. And the other part about getting a DNA sample on a Bigfoot is, what do you have to compare it to? We don't have Bigfoots in captivity to go, oh yeah, that was a Bigfoot. First and then he's changed his story just recently. This came out earlier this week, and then the story's changed. First he says he killed it down in Texas, and then he's like, oh no, I killed it out in Washington State. Connie, you're not missing any relatives, are you, out there? Just kidding. Just kidding.
That's low-hanging branch.
Yes, that's a very low-hanging branch.
His tree has no fork.
Yes.
So I'm going to
I don't even think he can eat with a fork.
Doubt it.
If I was living out in Washington, I would have made the same joke, Connie. So only about myself. Anyway, and he's got this picture of what he says is a Bigfoot, and then he's got some grainy ass footage. And I was looking at that again today. I looked at it before, and I looked at it again where he's like supposedly in a tent, and the Bigfoot monster or the Bigfoot creature is supposedly eating some ribs that he nailed to a tree from Walmart. If I was Bigfoot, I'd be going, yeah, those are the good ribs. I think I'll take these. What?
Well, the package was labeled Bigfoot bait.
That's right. It was.
They had it on sale. It's the best price in town. You can't beat it.
That's right.
I think he was hoping for an endorsement.
Yeah. Buy your Bigfoot ribs.
The ribs that caught Bigfoot.
Yeah.
No big feet were harmed in the making of these ribs.
Right. Yet. They are good and tasty, little barbecue sauce, and they taste out real nice. Joe, your thoughts?
Well, of course this is real. I mean, the U.S. Navy found evidence of mermaids, so why can't there be a Bigfoot?
Sure.
I mean, I know in real life a couple of ghost hunters, and I used to mercilessly mock them. Mm-hmm. And I don't know any Bigfoot hunters, but I might be wrong. I might be in the wrong part of the country. But I think we've in past shows when we've talked about Bigfoot, I've pointed out that we live in an age of high quality cameras, mm-hmm. and they're everywhere. And the only photos or videos of Bigfoot are still low quality, grainy. It looks like a guy in a monkey suit walking around. Mm-hmm. It's just silly. They never find any fur. They never find a corpse. No one's ever hit one with their car.
Right.
So I'm genuinely baffled by anyone who believes these things. It's silly.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Connie, your thoughts?
Well, by the way, you were talking about my relatives, whether Bigfoot was one of my relatives. I missed that. I'm slow on the uptake tonight.
Okay.
The answer is no.
Okay, good.
I mean, we Danes and Norwegians do tend to be a little hairy, but that's not. So, what was really fascinating to me about this whole thing was reading everything that Dyer said, and I'm the bestest tracker ever. I don't know. He's such a moron, but he's a dishonest moron. And the man he was also a used car salesman, and he was arrested because he was running scams with some woman on eBay selling Corvettes, and some guy in Canada paid for 2 cars and never received them, and somebody else said he had received a car, but it was all beat up. He has all these other previous hoaxes. What cracked me up was he was talking about too. He said he sent this Bigfoot body. He sent it to a Washington University. I don't know which one. Right. And I tried finding it. I'm like, okay, but nobody came up. And we're doing 3D optical scanners. I'm going, wait, a 3D optical scanner? And so I looked that up, and that is something that's used to make 3D images of things like, for like machine shops and tools. The man is just talking out of his ass, pardon me, but he's just spouting off a bunch of stuff. He's paying, he's driving around with the thing in the back of the trailer and charging people to see the thing. I don't know. It looks like, and the picture of this thing, it's obviously just another. It's just another costume.
It looks like something you would see, from the Hobbit movie. It's it's a dwarf. He's killed a dwarf, man.
He doesn't mean it, Peter Jackson. Your Hobbit, your creatures in the Hobbit movie look a lot better than that.
That's right.
So
at least take a picture. And the thing is, though, I didn't even Bigfoot were even in season.
Right.
Well, why is it that he would shoot it anyway? If it's really the only one, why would you not try to trank it, capture it, bring it in, do something like that? No, your first impulse is to shoot it and kill it.
Yes, exactly.
What a moron.
Absolutely.
Well, how else are you going to eat it?
That's why he's
got to eat.
That's right. He don't eat all the gizzards inside and all the meat and think, what do you want to do with the meat? I'll just put that in the freezer and I'll have that for snacks and
I'm gonna make some jerky.
Jake make some Bigfoot jerky.
That's right.
I'm gonna have the rest stuffed and melted and put that thing right up on my big ass wall.
Hey, wasn't those commercials messing with Sasquatch for beef jerky?
As a matter of fact, they were.
Yes,
Does Bigfoot want some jerky? Oh, no, can't have any. Roar!